Okay, she's cute. She's cute. But this, baby, this, now don't get me wrong. She had her moment. She did. But baby, this is the fall moment. Fall is here. Okay, now which one do you want to take your old crusty wig that's just been sitting there collecting dust because we're about to transform it into a new wig. Now you need a big bucket because we're trying to do this in one dip. And obviously all of the tools that you need to bleach hair. So your bleach, your developer, your what am I trying to call it? Your brush, your color brush. But yeah, anyway, I'm just taking some boiling water. Make sure you use boiling water because hot water doesn't really do the trick. When I've used hot water in the past, boiling water just helps the lift a lot quicker. And then with this, you just kind of eyeball how much bleach you need to use. I really didn't do any measurements. I just poured enough as if like I was actually bleaching this without the water. So use about however much you would use if you weren't using water. So I used about like the bag. I used pretty much the half of that bag. It was only half of the bag left, so I just used the rest. And I used a bunch of developer because we need more developer than powder, like we would if we were using straight bleach and developer minus the water. So yeah, you get all of that concocted into the bucket or bowl, whatever you're using, then you're gonna mix. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was nervous because I've never done it this way. My water isn't usually this clumpy because it's gonna be very clumpy, and that's what made me nervous. Like there were so many clumps in this, so I'm like, it's gonna be blotchy, it's gonna look crazy. But baby, y'all saw the beginning. She was looking good. Like I'm really so fine, and we all about to be fine out here. Okay, all my subscribers are pretty girls, so we about to have pretty hair to match. But anyway, yeah, just mix that until it's more liquidy. You want to make sure you break up that powder. That's why I kept adding more developer. It's kind of hard to really tell on camera, but in person, you'll see the clumps like kind of dispersed. There's still gonna be clumps there because, like I said, it was clumpy, but you know, it's fine. So we just really literally taking the wig and dipping it in there. And the water helps, separate the hair so it does come out even, which why that's why I don't understand why I was actually nervous. It was the clumps, honestly, that made me nervous. But yeah, use your brush to push this hair in. I kind of forgot that and dipped my finger straight in, forgetting that this was boiling water. Like, girl, you don't want your fingertips? But just dip it all in. Like y'all see those clumps? That's what I was talking about. That's why I was so nervous. I'm like, it's not gonna be right. My lace is going to over bleach. I just was ready for disaster as soon as I started. But that's because this method tricked me. And y'all, excuse my voice. I literally am recovering from a cold. That's why I did not post any video at all last week. Y'all, please forgive me. I'm not trying to go ghost on y'all. I'm really consistent. Like I'm trying to really be consistent. But anyway, yeah, we just dipping it in there and just make sure it's fully saturated. And there I go again, dipping my finger in there, forgetting that it's boiling water and burning my fingertips. But like, do y'all see the clumpiness of this water? Which is why I was so nervous. But I can if it did mess up, at least I was showing you the mistake before you go in and try to do it yourself. So yeah, just dip that in there, and then we're gonna cover it. You can either cover it with foil or a towel. I'm gonna use a black towel because you just want to cover it to make sure you keep the heat and everything in there. Because remember, this is science. Coloring hair is science, and you want to make the chemical reaction stay inside of the bowl so it can actually process quicker. So that's why you need to cover it with something dark or something like foil. And also, I think I waited about 10 minutes. Well, actually, I waited maybe like 3 minutes initially. Then I checked it because, like I said, I was nervous, y'all. So I did check it before the 10 minutes, which I'm so glad because look at the closure. Look how quick the closure changed. That's why when I checked it, I just left the closure out the second time around because that was going to be blonde had I kept it in there for those 10 minutes. So I'm so glad, me being nervous really helped me out. But anyway, you see it's all starting to change, and then the water actually started to get better. And as you can see, my lace did not over bleach, which I'm so glad about that, because like I said, I've never done it this way, but I'm about to start now because this process was really quick. I think in total it took about 15 minutes from like the bleach, well, from it sitting in the bowl. And that's, I think, honestly, is because I kept checking, because like I said again, I was nervous as hell. Okay, so had I just left it in there, obviously after separating my closure piece, had I just left it in there, it would have like probably processed quicker. But you know, war reward over here. So on my final check, it did actually look really nice. Look at that. Look at that. And it's just, it soaked up the product so well. Like, I was really so surprised. The water looks disgusting, but you know, whatever. That's not the point of this video. But it did look disgusting, and I dang near threw up. But yeah, I just took that out and I rinsed it. You know, do your deep conditionings, because we want this hair to come back alive. You know, bleach can really dry your hair out, and this hair too expensive. So you need to make, hair in general is too expensive. So make sure you take care of it. I'm just trying to squeeze as much as that product out before I take it out the bucket, because I'm not trying to have bleach all over my floor. So this part was really a struggle. I should have had on gloves. So please wear gloves when you do this, so you don't burn your fingers and you don't get stuff everywhere like I did, because I'm messy apparently. And I am going to leave all the products that I used down in the description bar. I didn't want this video to be longer than it had to, because I used the same products from my other hair coloring videos. And if you haven't watched that, then what are you waiting for? You should definitely go check those videos out, because it's quality content. And pretty much all the pretty girls subscribe to me. So what you waiting on, homegirl? Take your pretty tail self to that subscribe button, because you like what you see. Look at me. Fine. Like, fine girls support fine girls. And that's just period. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Like this video, please, because it helps me out. And, you know, share it to somebody who want a new fall color. But I will see you all in my next video. Bye.